What up? Welcome to Podcast 9. I got two guests today. I got Spencer and Trace.
Hello.
What's up?
Alright, we're going to get right into it. Spencer, you've been in my family for what, like
6 years.
6 years?
Yeah.
It's a long fucking time. But, like, people get family confused a lot. Because a lot of people just consider family like what you're born into. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And for me, especially, that has absolutely no fucking draw in my life. You know what I mean? Like, I barely talked to the guy who raised me and called me, like, who I called dad, and then my biological dad, I don't even fucking, like, talk to ever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, family is a completely different thing to me than a lot of people look at it.
Yeah. To me, I think it's more of, like, the bond you have with somebody, you know? It's not so much, like, yeah, blood, that is family, but you may not be as close with those people. But, like, I mean, if they're, like, not a good person and just hits you up on Christmas saying, hey, I need money, like, not saying happy holidays, you know, they're just being a bum. But if they're not being like that, I don't see a problem with them. But to me, like, Tracy, I look at him as like a brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we've been there since, I've known this guy for 10 years now.
Yeah.
So, like, it's been a minute. Like, yeah, we quit talking, but we went right back at it. Like, didn't miss each other for a day, you know.
That whole entire like 9-month period was a blur. It was me with a stick up my ass for the most part, and I guess I was character building for myself, getting involved with other curricular activities, trying to keep myself at a mellow point. But family to me is, I agree, family is who you surround yourself with.
Yeah, you have you have two different families in your life. That's what you get. Mm-hmm. You get the family that you're born with that you don't get to choose, and then the family that you surround yourself with, your circle. You know what I mean? And that's the family that you're probably gonna die with. Really,
for real. Like, those will be the ones in the end.
Exactly,
like,
those are the ones you pick.
I mean, like, even like
hopefully,
like throughout school, people like you see every day, like you consider them your brothers, but like the day after you graduate, they ain't hitting you up saying let's hang out.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah,
they're off doing their own thing, you know. But it's who's there in the end, you know.
Yeah, I got a lot of people from high school that I literally consider brothers. I couldn't even tell you if they have kids or
what they're doing,
what their job is. Fucking nothing about their life. Couldn't tell you if they're alive. Like, I'm not gonna say his last name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He could be dead in a ditch in Michigan for all I fucking know.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to see him at your house all the time.
Exactly. Like, he lived with me for 2 years almost.
Dang.
Like, yeah, bro. That was Chance would be in jail and shit, and that would be my brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was the only person who was there.
Exactly.
So yeah, the fact that he just like, I'm good, I'm out.
Yeah.
I think he was jealous of Becca, which is super weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into
that.
Yeah. Since we're on the topic of family, have you seen the new movie Mother with Jennifer Lawrence?
No, I have not.
Mm-mm. Please don't waste your time on it.
What is it on?
It's on Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah.
All right, I'll watch it.
I'm gonna explain you the premise.
Yeah.
All right. Jennifer Lawrence is a pregnant lady.
Yeah.
She's with this older Mexican guy.
Okay.
Right. And she represents Mother Earth.
Okay.
It gets crazier. The guy she's dating represents God. Okay?
Right.
This guy randomly just lets strangers into their house.
Mm-hmm.
Adam and Eve. Whose sons come in, freaking the fuck out, and one kills the other.
Yeah.
I can't remember how it goes because I don't fucking read the Bible. But anyway, one kills the other. Oh, spoiler alert for anybody who fucking cares about movies. Because I'm telling all of this shit. Okay, what else happens? Yeah, she fucking, like, one kills the other, and she just gets abandoned by her husband. He's like, oh, I'm gonna take him to the hospital, and just leaves. And then you see outside the house.
Yeah.
They're in a house with no driveway. There's no road. There's, like, a long, probably 50-yard long yard.
Yeah.
And it's overgrown, and there's no road. It's fucking woods past that.
They just drive away?
They just disappeared. Like, nothing exists anywhere other than this house.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it gets crazier. Like 5 minutes later into the movie, or probably 5 scenes later into the movie because it's a long movie, but he writes this fucking poem that he's been working on. For some reason, the entire fucking population of the world comes to their house and just starts fucking everything up, and it represents like what. At this point in the movie, you're like, what is it? Why are they all even here? What's happening?
Yeah.
You watch the movie, read some shit.
Yeah.
But at this point in the movie, it's representing like what humans are doing to the earth, and destroying everything and enjoying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like at one point, there's a kid, like 20-year-old. She's like, that's not fucking reinforced. Don't sit on that. Fine. Fucking.
Oh my.
And she's like, what the fuck? And gets everybody out.
Oh gosh, I need to see this movie.
Yeah, there's a time jump.
Time jump?
Yeah, she finds out she's pregnant, and there's a time jump. 8 months. She's like a month away from having the baby.
That's
right?
Nice.
And the house gets mobbed, and she fucking has the baby in a room with all these fucking, like, there's probably like 1 million people in their house.
That's not.
Like, a concert is going on, like shoulder to shoulder. Everybody, yeah, it was fucking crazy. And she has the baby, and
God.
Oh, dude, it's so much worse than you think. All right, she has the fucking baby, and she's like, you're not gonna get to even see this kid until out of here. Because like, why haven't you? Think you're God? Just tell him to leave. All right, I'll just fucking hold him. And she passes out and like wakes up, and he's walking away with the baby. And she gets up and she's freaking the fuck out. And he fucking gives the baby to the crowd.
Just gives them away.
Yeah, they butcher and eat the baby.
That's nuts. Oh
she goes insane, breaks a mirror, and starts slicing motherfuckers' necks.
Oh wait, what's this movie called again?
Mother.
I've heard about. She was on the Ellen. She was on the Ellen show.
She starts slicing motherfuckers' necks.
Oh my god. I heard everything.
And he finally gets her to stop and like tries to calm her down, and they can wind up in the basement somehow, and she's got a whole bunch of gas right next to the fucking furnace. And she's like, fuck it, I'm gonna burn this whole bitch down, and puts fucking gas all over the floor and lights it on fire, and everything blows up. But her husband, he's completely untouched.
Yeah.
She's fucking burnt all to shit, and he's like, I just want your heart. And he fucking pulls her heart out, and it turns into a diamond, and he puts it on this thing, and it starts over. It's a new bitch on the bed.
Oh my.
And that's the end of the fucking movie.
Oh
like, what in the fuck is what?
Why?
Why did I just waste 2 hours of my time on this shit? Like, oh my god. I don't even talk about it no more. Let's move on to music. Let's talk about that.
What types of music?
What the fuck are you talking? Like, what are you into right now?
I mean,
like,
I went through, like, I'd say like 2-3 months ago, I was in like a Doobie kick. Always listening to Doobie.
Columbus, shout out.
Yeah.
614, motherfucker.
But yeah, like, I listen to him like nonstop, all day, every day.
Yeah.
And then like, I still listen to my rap, bump out, you know. I listen to MGK, like the new disc between him and Eminem.
Shit.
That's intense.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah, and but now mainly I'm trying to get closer to my rock. You know, I listen to a lot of the Blitz and a lot of like classic
99.7 if you're in the Columbus area.
Exactly, or 96.3.
Yeah. That's classic shit, yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. I don't really fuck with radio too much anymore. All I listen to is like what I pick for myself on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
that's how I am with my rap though.
And for real, like, if somebody was sitting with me when I'm listening to music, they'd be like, what kind of mood are you even in? Because I'll go from like, I don't know if you even know who it is, but like, you ever heard Through the Valley by Sean James?
No.
Okay, well, it's like almost indie but super fucking bluesy song. Yeah. I'll go from like that to like MGK Loco, the new song.
Oh, I haven't heard the new song.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, it came out before Rap Devil, but it's good as fuck. But I'll go from like a bluesy fucking almost country song to MGK to like Aaron Lewis again. to fucking Slipknot. Like,
yeah,
I listen to fucking everything, man, except country. Like hardcore country, I can't. I don't know why. It just reminds me of alcoholism and pieces of shit.
The only time I listen to country is if Kiana's in the car, because that's her forte, you know?
Yeah, like, it just reminds me of, like, old drunk people being sad.
The song it was just on the radio, I think 94.3, whatever that is. But it's like, it was a song about a guy that thinks his woman gets off by turning him on. And that's literally, like, the lyrics are like, she's turning me on, shit like that. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
he told me this at work.
Yeah. I'm singing it to him.
Yeah, that's why I can't handle country, because 99% of the premises of the songs are just simple and stupid. My dog died.
Sexy though, my tractor is sexy.
Yeah. Or make it copy.
Yeah.
I got mud on my tires, but I still sling them bars. Like, what? Get the fuck out of here with your cowboy hat. You're from England.
We were at work making the window to the wall countrified.
We're like, Copenhagen, to the chaw, to the chaw, to that spit drips down my jaw. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was great. Like, if like some dude showed up in his steel toes, he'd be loving that song. He'd be like recording it, making it his ringtone, like holding it up to my mouth. Like, it would have been great.
He'd be sharing it to the nearest marathon for sure.
But there's nothing wrong with country. I mean, if you like it, you like it.
Yeah, I definitely have no problem with people
it's just not
who
our
enjoy
forte.
country music. I just don't like any of it.
Yeah, you don't get satisfaction.
One of my issues with music, and I haven't been having this problem for the last like 5 years, is when I hear the music actually playing on the radio, I get into it. Like, I just heard a song by Asking Alexander. It's in my room or whatever it is, and I don't even care for Asking Alexander. I don't listen to them. I don't care for their music, but I heard that song and it was good.
I like some of their old stuff with Danny.
Okay.
I think he was good.
See, I was never fascinated with like typical artists as themselves, like as bands was, but as artists independently, I have. Like Brent Smith from Shinedown, Corey Taylor. I'm interested in artists individually by their own techniques and stuff.
See,
and when I drive in my car on a regular, I'm listening to instrumentals. I'm listening to not actual other poetic work.
Yeah, I think that's like, if you're a lyricist, that's one of the best things you can do.
That's the only thing I
is
can.
Listen to music with no words.
No words.
So you can get inside your own head and like put your thoughts together into words like correctly. You know what I mean? Because if you're listening to somebody else say something all the time, if you only ever listen to somebody else's words, you're never going to be able to develop like that philosophy bone. You know what I mean?
And I wonder if other artists like myself do the same thing.
I would. Yeah, I hope. I think it's a really good method.
Because I don't see like how you could listen to. I don't see how I could just put on a headphones while playing a game and listening to like Five Finger Death Punch or listening to Avenged Sevenfold and listening to their songs over and over and then try to get away from that and make my own music. I can't.
Yeah, I can't really like say specifically who it is yet, because we're not like putting anything out there, but I'm working with a group of people right now, and we're about to, I think within the next 6 months, drop a lot of fucking music and probably start doing shows next summer.
Really? That'd be nice.
Like not rock music.
Not rock? Like what?
Like my shit's gonna be like, I don't even want to compare it to anything, but similar to Scarlord. If you don't know who he is, I'll show him to you after the podcast. But anybody who's listening to the podcast, if you don't know who Scarlord is, look him up. He's fucking crazy. But he's like, if Linkin Park decided Chester Bennington was born in 1998, this is what he would have done, basically. It's like Suicide Silence rap. All it does is scream.
Like a rap.
Like it's hard as fuck.
We know this guy named Brad. He's on Stand Your Ground. He actually does screamo rap pretty much. He screams in many parts of his rap. Were you at Barnyard Bash?
Nope.
No.
I had to work. No, there was a fucking funeral.
Yeah.
That's what was going on.
He was at he did a little thing there, and he was doing that, and like I was kind of digging it, a little heavy on my part, but from like when he actually like, I guess you could say, like spit his bars or whatever, you know, I was kind of impressed by that. I'm not gonna scream rock, but just screamo or whatever.
Yeah.
I like heavy rock, but no.
Yeah. You're not into like screaming as a talent.
Yeah.
Or-
I mean,
or
if
as an
there's
art.
parts in it,
Yeah.
like for like a breakdown, that's badass.
Yeah.
You know, but like if it's like
for me,
if it's
man,
the whole song, I can't do it.
For me, that's what I fuck with. That's like a really good example of how I fuck with everything.
Yeah.
Like I'll literally listen to like indie shit that's a guy and a girl singing fucking beautiful harmony together.
Yeah.
And a minute later, I'll listen to Suicide Silence, where Mitch Lucker does nothing but scream at you the entire song. And after that, I'll listen to MGK. And after that, I'll listen to Eminem, because I fucking listen to everybody.
Exactly. And like with the stuff with the like, you know what that's all about, right?
Yeah.
Like a little post.
A fucking long time ago,
2012.
MGK posted that Haley was hot. Basically,
Pretty much.
On his
and
Twitter.
he said, like, out of
He was
like
just
the
kidding.
most respect possible.
And he was,
you know,
he said LOL. Basically, every implication being like, I'm a fan. Your daughter's kind of hot now. What's up? Let's do a song together. That's kind of how I took it.
Yeah.
But Eminem,
Took him
he kind of a
6
grumpy old
years.
man, if you ask me.
Yeah.
He was literally
is.
being a
He's-
grouch.
but,
about
like,
it.
He's
I think it's cool that like I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like what rap needs, you know, because like you like take
Yeah.
it back to the movie 8 Mile, like that. I feel like that's like they need
Yeah,
to be
there's- yeah.
events where people rap against,
honestly
like battle against
there
each
is a
other.
part of me that thinks it's like they're almost WWE in this a little bit.
Yeah,
Like
or
MGK
using
and
the
Eminem may have sat
money,
down
bro.
Come on down!
in Cleveland in an office and smoked a blunt and was like, "Hey, let's do a beef.
Let's do a beef
Yeah.
Like,
right here.
we should definitely start a beef.
Let's just
like,
start beefing. They probably like MGK got in his mini fridge and took his milk or some shit, like made some cereal at the studio. Did not fucking like it, so they were beefing from day one,
But
right
yeah.
then and there.
It's probably
the
not.
whole MGK and Eminem thing. I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm gonna sit back and watch it. Like I'm not like
I don't
care.
have a side because,
Exactly.
in my opinion,
Honestly,
Eminem
I-
is rap god. He holds that title.
Yeah.
You know.
Honestly, I feel like I should have a side because I'm from Ohio and so
Yeah.
is MGK. But I don't even fucking watch football. So the Ohio
Dude,
versus Michigan thing.
I don't care about the states
really-
enough
I
to
don't
think
really-
that way,
exactly.
man. Because, dude, you can categorize all
I
the
don't-
states
I
how
don't
you
care.
want.
I don't care
Right.
about any borders.
Right,
bro.
dude.
I'm from fucking planet Earth.
We're
man. I
from
don't
Earth,
give-
right.
Yeah, I don't fucking
Exactly.
care. Yeah.
We're all the same.
I don't give a shit about
Pretty
any
much.
of it. Straight
Fuck
up.
that state's
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Made that shit up. Who the fuck named it Ohio?
Actually, Native
I
Americans.
know
did.
they
and,
named
and
it
and
Ohio.
it means beautiful land.
To them?
Yeah.
To
yeah,
their
yeah,
to their
I think-
creative
I
language,
think- yeah.
which is awesome.
I
You know,
think
we
that-
get respect through. But I said either way you got it, it's all made up. We
yeah,
could
I
have
don't
named
think-
it anything. We could have. It's a lot of.
I don't
things,
think
man.
there should be like lines, like borders. I think there should be like a center dot. Like this region around this dot is Ohio, right? And here's a dot in the lake, and we'll call that Michigan. So anything around it, we'll just call it Michigan. Because apparently they like water a lot.
'Cause
Why,
of, like,
why isn't
Michigan.
northern Michigan just Wisconsin?
Well,
Mhm.
this is the only thing I don't like.
Mosquitoes.
Like, alright, so
Fuck mosquitoes.
I go to Lake Erie, right? And this was like
Yeah.
a good summer.
Can you see Canada from Lake Erie?
No.
That's part of it.
I think you can if you.
Like the very
The
eastern
rit-
tip. You
Maybe.
can see like I think there's a part where Michigan. What's the fucking state beside?
Michigan.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania's on the right side of us.
Yeah. So if my map's here,
There.
Michigan's here.
It ain't on the right side. of it. Pennsylvania's on the left side.
All right. Fuck it. Let's just get into.
Where the
Tombstone.
fuck is Pennsylvania?
Since,
Tombstone,
since we were on
Tombstone.
music, let's get into Tombstone.
Oh,
We're
Alright.
getting way too sidetracked. God
So-
damn it. Fucking Ohio and borders.
Like,
It's a good point though.
Yes.
Everybody, if you're gonna take anything from that goofy little 5-minute conversation we had about nothing, borders don't mean anything. The country you're from, sure, support that, but you shouldn't even take that too far.
exactly.
I live in Arizona.
You're
well,
no diff-
congratulations.
You just talk different. That's
Exactly.
That's the only difference.
And those people who decide to have an accent That's all you've done. You've decided to talk like that. Literally, like, people from California don't have an accent. People from Ohio really don't talk weird.
No.
We talk like the dictionary reads.
Mhm.
For the most part.
Some people
We
from
say y'all
southern
a lot.
yeah, well,
Like,
Ohio is very famous for. We say that a
Yeah.
fuck ton.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bro, you're gonna notice that now. Every time you bump into somebody,
Oh.
every time you drop something, it's an Ohio thing apparently. I thought it was just a human thing. I thought humans made that sound.
Right.
Apparently, everybody makes
Yeah.
fun of Ohioans because every time we do something stupid, we're like, oh, and that's just the sound we make.
The only thing that's really stupid about Ohio is our weather.
Yeah.
Like, one day
But-
it's snowing, the next day it's 67.
But I had like a 10-minute fucking rant about Ohio weather on my fucking podcast once. The one good thing I can say about Ohio weather is the fact that we have no extremes. Like, we very rarely have tornadoes.
I hope we have a blizzard.
I've seen 2 tornadoes my entire life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's fucking perfect here. Aside from every now and then we get some extremes, but like nothing.
Yeah.
Really, nothing. And there's nothing that'll eat you. That's why I think in the universe, because Earth is in the Goldilocks zone, right?
Mhm.
Ohio is in like the best spot in America when it comes to shit that's gonna eat you.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Yeah.
And Tarleton, around Tarleton and Circleville is like, really? There isn't too many people, so
Yeah.
you're not gonna get fucking shot.
Exactly.
Hopefully.
I mean,
A lot of crazy meth heads out in the woods, but other than them, and they usually just stick to themselves and look out the window.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know why we're going to segue from meth heads to Tombstone, but we're about to do it. Oh shit, my fucking mod fell over. That's what that loud noise was. But anyway, we're about to segue from fucking meth heads to Tombstone.
Yeah. So,
The next big event is this Saturday.
Saturday, Wally Jam.
Yeah.
Um,
Is this the second or the third?
I think it's the 4th.
Really?
Or the 3rd.
Holy
It's
shit.
either the 3rd or the 4th.
Shit.
Because there was 2 at Grandma's, and
I
then
thought there was, yeah.
2 at Grandma's, 1 at
One last
Yeah.
So this is the 4th, you're right.
So this
Yeah.
should be the 4th.
Holy shit.
Should be.
Yeah.
Trace will be playing there. He'll have
Yeah.
his. That's like pretty much his rehearsal for Pumpkin Show.
I'm so excited.
But pretty much Wally Jam is like raising money to help Grandma pay for Wally passing away, and
Yeah.
Wally would be Grandpa, so Kevin's dad,
Yeah.
and good man. He's the one that started Tombstone.
Yeah. Literally one of the best fucking people I've ever known.
Yeah, very good stories. Funny guy.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he called me Fuzzy Pickle one time, or he said call me Fuzzy Pickle. One of the two. But yeah, it's good stuff.
I don't think he ever said anything that wasn't funny.
He probably
He's
he
pretty
probably
young,
called
yeah.
you a fuzzy pickle.
If we're gonna
Pretty-
talk about Tombstone, we have to talk about him for a
Yeah,
few minutes.
because
Mark.
he's the one that started it.
Exactly.
And then
Yeah.
handed everything over to Kevin.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, the man in charge of Tombstone as of
Straight
right
up.
now. Well, forever.
El Capitan.
He's captain, yes. President. But pretty much he handed everything over to Kevin for all of us to carry on. To
Straight up.
keep
Yeah.
keep raising money for kids to play music. That's what it all started. It was for the kids.
Yeah.
And it's still for the kids, but
Mhm.
like now we're getting into a whole nother side of the music world.
Yeah.
And-
We have a stage now, and
Multiple stages soon.
soon
Right.
once we probably after first season,
Mhm.
maybe it depends how well we do this season.
Yes.
You know, we need to. Kevin, he's working with people that I know some of their names, but I won't mention them.
No.
But he's working with some people that we're going to try to get on some fairs and festivals with. So it'll be booked all week. We'll have some sound jobs with him. And then the guy he's working with, he does sound jobs like the thing.
Yeah.
He runs sound, so he needs a stage. So pretty much just like colliding with them and making all that happen. And we also have a studio, and we have lessons to teach kids music, and we can record any band.
Yeah.
And even not kids. I mean,
Even
if
though
you're-
it could be an adult. You
Yeah,
could be
yeah,
53
you
years
could-
old. We'll record you.
You can be a 70-year-old rapper. And
Yeah.
we will fucking record your bars.
I'll record MGK and Eminem at the same time. Two different vocal
We'll
booths.
bring them right into our studio.
Let them do what they gotta do.
That
They can
would-
yell at you loose.
I think if we're gonna get back to that, if we're gonna talk about a fight between MGK and Eminem, without any outside interference, I think MGK takes him, whoops that ass,
Probably.
easily.
Yeah.
A 29-year-old versus a 45-year-old.
Yeah.
And the 29-year-old is 6'4".
Yeah, he is pretty tall.
I mean, he's lanky as shit. Like,
Yeah.
he's skinny as fuck.
Could
but
use some muscle.
he is
behind him.
big.
Yeah.
He can catch a choke so easily.
Yeah.
He catches you with them arms around your neck. You ain't fucking going nowhere.
Exactly.
Even if he's not choking you out because there's nothing there to choke you, you're not moving.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's linky. Can't fuck with them linky motherfuckers. What are we doing after Wally Jam? Pumpkin show?
Pumpkin shows after Wally Jam, man. Like, we went from running sound at just main stage, but now this year we got a big kept or whatever.
Yeah.
We have the full pumpkin show. So every every announcing
Stage.
booth, stage, side stage.
Pretty much anything to do with sound, Tombstone is doing a pumpkin show.
But we're going to be labeled as Pumpkin Show Sound.
Yeah.
But we're still Tombstone.
Exactly.
You know, like,
And for people that don't know much about Pumpkin Show, it's a festival that happens here in Ohio. It's a huge gathering, to be honest.
Most states do have like some kind of something somewhere. Like I'm pretty sure there's a Tater Day in fucking Kentucky, which is the lamest shit I've ever heard.
There's
of.
another.
Indiana has, I think, Blueberry Festival or Strawberry Festival.
Laurelville, which is 25 minutes from Circleville, has a stupid ass Fireman's Festival.
Did you know there's a place?
Pennsylvania has a pickles festival.
Yep.
There's a Scarecrow Festival
and the Wisconsin Cheese Festival, but that's way bigger than Pumpkin Show.
Oh my god.
Wait, yeah, it's not free though. It's like a fair.
Interesting fact: Yellow Bud is only a quarter mile long.
Really?
We figured that out. Yeah.
This is a little small town called Yellowbud.
Which we did a show there last weekend.
Oh, that's what's up.
We
I didn't know it was a town in Ohio. Yellowbud, Ohio.
Yeah, it's literally like
it's a little small place.
You hop on 22, go past take a left at the Goody Nook, and then it's like one more left, and then you're there.
Yeah. The only thing I can tell everybody about my group is I think we're gonna be called Cross Mountain Mafia.
Cross Mountain Mafia.
Yeah. We're gonna do a lot of shit like separate. Like basically, we're gonna do entire albums separately, and then a whole album together.
So like you guys are gonna be,
and then we're gonna
pretty much like a
with that material.
Like I don't want to say gang, but we can say clique. You know, like a posse kind of thing. Like you guys are gonna be.
We're gonna be a rap band.
Like you know how
also does solo work.
Like you know how like
that's good. That's what
kind of like NWA was like a group. You know, like and they were all
exactly, but they branched out and did their own shit.
Exactly,
but we're not gonna have exactly. I think what we're gonna try to eventually do is build our own label from it.
Yeah,
and from that we're gonna sign more artists.
Yeah,
and the whole thing will be Cross Mountain Mafia based here, not at this house, but in Tarleton somewhere because. Only people from Central Ohio will understand that Cross Mountain Mafia means that they're from Tarleton. You know what I mean? Anybody else will just be like, "What the fuck is a Cross Mount? Like, what are these guys even talking about?"
Cross Mountain Mafia. Okay.
Exactly, because Cross Mountains is a state park that's like right up the road from here, and it's based here in Tarleton. So, yeah, Cross Mountain Mafia, I think is what we're going with.
I like that name.
Yeah, either that or Public Nuisance.
I like the first one better.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Public Nuisance. It sounds like trouble.
Well, this group of people, we're fucking trouble. We're definitely not.
Well, like you give them the name, and then like as soon as you go to perform, they're gonna like not be expecting it. You know, you're gonna grab their attention. You're gonna get them.
Yeah, but there's our little argument about it. I mean, I like both names, so it's like whatever to me. But because I'm all about the music, whatever you make is what is really going to be remembered, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But like the argument that is on one side is a lot of bands or a lot of groups in rap have the name, like have the word mafia in their name, like 3-6 Mafia. I think there's
there's that one.
ASAP Mob is Mafia.
Yeah.
Fuck. What are their names? I can't believe I can't remember the other guy.
There's Shoreside Mafia.
That's what I was trying to think of. Or Shoreline Mafia.
Shoreline Mafia.
Yeah. That's who I was trying to think of. But yeah, there's a lot of groups with Mafia in their name. So we were thinking about that. And then, I don't know, like Public Nuisance just kind of sounds a little adolescent, You know what I mean? It sounds like a name a bunch of teenagers would come up
Well,
with.
like, my big thing is with I don't want anybody to steer away from you just because of your name.
No, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Like the kind of people I'm trying to attract don't give a fuck about your name.
All right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I hear about a band with the most ridiculous name like Stick Nipple, well, what the fuck do they sound like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to say smart, but like a well-educated fan of music is gonna go into it not caring what the name is or not caring what the artist looks like. You know what I mean?
Looks don't matter.
Yeah, a lot of artists are actually like showing a lot of that in their videos now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to this. What are you guys working up towards in your lives right now?
All right.
What if you could have the most perfect vision of your life in 5 years, where do you think you should be?
5 years?
Career-wise and like life-wise.
So like, currently, I work at FedEx.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, that's just kind of, it's a part-time job, Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Just basic 4-hour shifts, nothing hard, just having fun. But like, in 4 years from now, I would like Tombstone to be a bigger deal and being able to employ me so I wouldn't have to, you know, because really, I know we're getting off the topic of music, but like, music has been a lot for me. You know? It's everything. Like, I feel like everybody's life should just revolve around music.
That's
you know?
that's
because it brings people together. It does everything.
Yeah.
And I just hope that it picks up and we get
Exactly.
And if it don't happen, I mean, I'll probably work because there's a lot of opportunities at my work where I could bump up to that $17, $18 an hour.
Because right now, I think we should explain that we're a not-for-profit organization.
Yeah.
Tombstone right now, nobody gets paid. Everything we do is fucking charity work, basically. We're
voluntary.
We're literally here for the enjoyment of people. Town better because it's a shit place.
Like right now, the only way we would make music is renting out the stage. We've donated the stage actually 3 times already.
Exactly.
And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Where that's just us getting because that's our community.
That's
like,
what we're about. Yeah.
Outsiders come and hey, you want to donate your
stage?
Yeah. We'd be like, you need to.
Yeah.
Because that's hard work.
It's one thing to donate a stage to somebody in town in Circleville who's take us 15, 20 minutes
to get
crew.
And then to get trussing up at another 30, 40 minutes.
But instead of that, they want to come to Indiana and just donate. Like, no, I'm not driving 5 hours and then setting that up for an hour and a half for you for free. You're not getting that amount of work.
Exactly. And,
absolutely.
I mean, but that's the whole business side of all of this,
well,
you know.
It's that and like a common courtesy thing too.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of people like that because shit like fucking Alexa's the other one.
Yeah.
You can just tell them to
or
give you information or order something for you and they do it. You don't have to thank them.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything. You just order fucking Cheerios. Okay.
2-day shipping.
That's it. What's up? Alright, Cheerios are on the way. You didn't have to thank them. You didn't have to fucking have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, common courtesy is gone because of AI. But we're all going to be AI someday. But we're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
I don't think necessarily us as now.
Oh, we are going to... Eventually, there's going to be no male or female.
But us, I don't see it.
No.
No.
I mean... 40,
Us.
50 years from now, they might have some crazy shit. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
60
will.
years ago, I had no idea what the fuck the internet was going to be, you know? If you had told somebody 60 years ago that you could look up a video of somebody fucking right now in your pocket, I had to go 30 miles in the snow with a boner to get a picture of a naked lady today. Like, no you can't. They would think you're. They would just think you're fucking
That's just
bullshit.
sad. But
What drug are you on? I
Right.
want some.
Exactly.
But like that's
fuck's a Google.
That's exactly. That's the reality of what can happen in the next 60
what?
years. You know, something we couldn't even think of to talk about can exist. So there could be something that interfaces to the back of your brain without even penetrating your skin.
Yeah.
That just connects you to your computer. You're your computer now.
They got
You're
computer
connected
glasses.
to the internet. You know everything.
I don't want
They
that.
exactly. There isn't a lot of people that want that.
Nobody
But it's it's fucking
You're
possible.
going to have that community of people that will
Exactly.
be like,
There's-
I want to experience
If
something that way.
if there's people talking about it, it's in the realm of possibility.
And I think that has to do with the desire of children, bro. If you think about it, they're so easily attached to things anymore.
Yeah, it's
And that's why I believe that the rate how drugs are now, easy because kids are so fascinated and so
Well,
easily adapting, just like we
well,
were
I
as
think-
kids, being outside and adventurous.
well, I
and
think it
hands-on.
has to do with it's illegal, so it's cool. Too. You know what I mean?
It's ego-based.
It's-
Every fucking Rihanna and every boy wants to be the next fucking Jay-Z when it comes down to a lot of fucking bullshit like that.
But-
Argue, it's very
It's all
aggravating.
about who looks fresh. who
Well,
looks
a
fresh, you know?
lot of people think that like they're one of a kind too. A lot of people want to think that they're, well, I'm special because of this, you know.
Mhm.
And like they have no idea that there's fucking 4 guys like you a mile away, bitch.
Right, exactly.
Like, dude, there's a guy that's singing the exact same songs. That's like, because you think, for example, I'm not gonna say anybody's name, but this guy fucking he writes a lot,
Okay.
and his music is like, it's good, but his words are shit. Like what he's saying is garbage.
Mhm.
It's not like nothing makes any sense. This pattern.
Right.
No, I know. But bro, I'm telling you, you're doing it wrong. Like, it doesn't sound good, and this is how you should change it a little bit. Like, I'm not telling him change the entire verse because what you're saying is stupid. I'm like, filler words. Like, for example, if he says something like that needs the or taken away because it just puts too many words in there and it sounds clunky, I'd be like, yo, man, you just take that out. Or I'm like, oh, okay, I know, I got that.
And then doesn't do it.
Doesn't do anything about it and just keeps doing it the exact same way. And
I know
it's-
this. There's this one guy. He started off making music, and I love the hell out of him. Like it was just it's what I was listening to, you know. Like kind of like he made me feel like the way I feel when I listen to Doobie and all that, you know.
Yeah.
And then he started doing this. Started working with this one guy and started just making like more like a trap rap. And like I mean
How do you juice on you?
Nick Salt. That's it.
Oh, that's cool.
But like he started making this music, and I'm not a big fan of it, you know. And like he asked me my opinion, and I was honest with him. I was like, hey, go back to the old person I knew, you know.
And he won't go back to do it.
I think that's
Yeah.
something that a lot of people lack too, is face-to-face honesty. you know?
Exactly. Being blunt.
People are blunt as fuck on the internet.
Yeah.
Overly blunt on the internet.
Because that's
and soon
here,
I think there's
not-
eventually going to be a way to regulate that, like governmentally. Not so like too much to the point where it's going to be like you can't say stupid shit like just because you want to say it.
yeah.
But it's going to be like if you're attacking somebody, you're probably going to get in trouble. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Which is the way it fucking should be, because
Yeah.
like, yeah, you should have freedom of speech. You should be allowed to say whatever you want. But
Yeah.
if you're saying the same fucking thing to somebody over and over again, that's harassment. You're just not doing it on the phone or in person.
Yeah.
If somebody says, "Please go away," block you, and then
Yeah.
you make a new account. Only thing that can happen is those accounts can get removed from the internet. There's no real legal ramifications.
Exactly.
Eventually that's going to change. I think YouTube and Google is going to be like electricity, where it's utility.
Ah, yeah.
Where in some places, I don't know like what all states it's illegal, but I know in Ohio in the months between I think it's November and March,
Yeah.
it's illegal to shut somebody's water or electricity off if they have kids because of the heat, because it's
Yeah.
winter.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's going to be like that, but like people need access to information, so
Yeah.
the internet is going to be everywhere. like every building in a city is going to have a Wi-Fi router on the outside and on the inside.
Yeah.
And I think that's how it should be, because
Yeah.
it's pretty much unlimited. There's just a guy in a room. He's got to make sure all the lights stay on. That's
Exactly.
literally it. Like, you just sit at a desk. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, take that out, put that in, and we're good. Like, that's your job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how hard the internet is to run. Like, the government, like, a lot of people don't know this. Like, a lot of people are completely oblivious. But the government regulates our shit so much to the point where, like, India, a third world country that has shittier water than us,
Yeah.
way worse food than us, they have internet that makes ours look stupid. Legit. Like, you can download a full movie in like a second in India, because their government doesn't restrict the internet. Because why would their government restrict the internet?
Exactly.
Why
And
the fuck does our government restrict the internet?
one
They want
thing-
us to pay more because of tax.
Yeah.
And most of our internet companies are fucked by the government.
One thing that I like a lot about, I don't know if it's the government, so to say, or I mean, I guess it could be, but like, let's say you're like, man, I want a new phone case, you know, and then you get on Facebook, and the next thing you see is a bunch of phone cases, you know, on them, but just an ad there.
I've
You know,
I think that's Google.
you sit there and you
That's
talk about
Google or the NSA. Listen.
exactly. Like, it may not even be someone actually listening to us and putting it there, but it might just be a computer that they have just
that's
like
Google,
nonstop listen. I mean,
Google
our phones are
collecting-
computers.
Yeah. Whatever cell phone provider you have, I don't know how much this conspiracy theory is real, but a lot of them say that like your cell phone provider will take information from your conversations. Like, if they'll pick up words, like they'll hear if you said like "I like," they'll start recording.
Yeah.
And you say "I like Cheerios."
Yeah.
Well, guess what, motherfucker? Next time you click an ad or a video on YouTube, you're getting an ad.
Yeah. Exactly. And
Yeah, it's scary shit like that. For example, I was fucking talking to John 2 weeks ago about shit my Cadillac needed.
Yeah.
I got on Google, look up the song, I got on Google, and fucking I searched anything my Cadillac,
yeah.
and the first fucking thing to come up was Cadillac spark plugs, 1992. How the fuck did Google know that I have a 1992 Cadillac that needed spark plugs?
Exactly. I mean, it's nuts, and it's just
That's fucking crazy.
That's the craziest shit I've ever seen.
we were talking like walkie-talkies.
Yeah, dude.
For like pumpkin show and stuff, and like walkie-talkie stuff, you know,
Yeah.
and it's just crazy stuff. And I mean, like, I guess some people might look at it as like, oh, it's a coincidence, but no, that ain't. Something's listening to you.
Mhm.
Like, when you download a game, it asks you, are we allowed to use your microphone?
Mhm.
You know, but like, I know like I'm on Verizon, you know, and like you can sign up for a thing, save money if they can listen to your conversations,
Oof.
pretty much. And
That's weird.
they don't sit there and like every call you have listen, but like
How do you know?
Yeah, they are.
they might.
They are.
They might.
They could listen. They probably
I'm
listen
telling
to us. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
they
saying?
probably fucking are.
But like, and I mean, that wasn't my call, you know, but that was their call, and they made that decision, and that's okay, you know.
Ain't like he's having bad conversations.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
like if I was like, oh man, I'm selling the best crack on the block,
Well,
you know,
yeah.
like I would. I
Really-
mean, I have a prepaid.
A lot of people, a lot of conspiracy theorists like to glorify that because it's fun to talk about. But really, what that shit does is like they're looking for fucking terrorists. They're looking
Yeah.
for keywords like bomb and fucking conspiracy shit.
Yeah.
Shit that most people talk about. But like,
Yeah.
if I'm guessing, if they fucking read into a conversation because they heard the word bomb once, like a trigger word popped up, they start listening to your shit, and you were saying that food was the bomb, they
Yeah.
really liked, they're probably just not gonna. First, they got shit
Yeah.
to do. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, like I know that like the airports and stuff, they do that.
Fuck. Ring into it. Nope. Next one. Fuck. Okay, next one.
Shit, was that last one?
Well, go back. Go
that
back.
might have been Al Qaeda.
God.
God damn it. I just got him, guys.
There you go.
got 'em.
Oh my god. one, but lost the number.
Yeah, I don't even. I was trying to triangulate it, but I switched. Fuck, know what happened? It's all a blur. I need to sit down.
And then you get one of those voicemails. like
why is a voicemail calling me? Alright, let's get into that. Spence, let's talk about where you came from. When you yourself, what is the most important thing that you feel like people should know about you? Like what aura do you feel like you represent?
A brief description of me would be, so I was born in Indiana. I was like 1. And then I moved to Dunkel Road in Circleville, Ohio. And I lived there for a while. Had a friend that lived next door. We were best friends, and now we don't even talk anymore. You know how that goes.
Yeah, I got a couple.
I lived there, and I lived with my grandparents a lot growing up, you know. My mom at one point went to Connecticut, and he was all over Indiana and California and Oregon. So it was pretty much just me and my friends hanging out, me and my grandparents, you know. I wear my heart. This is how I am. I was raised that way. Because I was raised by my grandparents, you know. If I love you, you know it. That's how it is.
When you're raised by older people, you have, like, their mentality.
Exactly.
I mean, you can't help it.
And this is how it is, you know. And, I mean, I seclude myself with my circle mainly. And I try to make time for family, but only one person has so much time, and there's only 24 hours on the day, you know. Can't do it all.
That goes back to the fact that you have two sides, you know, and you got the family you picked and the family you were born with, and you gotta fucking try to balance it.
Exactly. And I mean, I went to Circleville, I graduated from Circleville. I played football my junior year and my senior year, but I didn't get to play my senior year because I have surgery and all that. That was not a fun time.
What kind of injuries did you have? Since we kind of skipped over that little part, I wanted to talk about that a little bit.
I had what they call testicular torsion.
Ooh,
it's pretty much where your testes they hang from veins. They twisted and pretty much just cut blood flow off. Pretty much.
Fuck yeah! So like, but
kind of
twisted them around each other.
Kind of like, all right. So you push back, give it a spin, just like that.
Fair enough. Not on the inside.
Not on the outside.
Just like figure out how to do it. Did you get it after a while?
I feel like it was the hips.
Had to like clockwise or
I don't even.
You gotta do this. Grab them so they stop, but they both. That's how you gotta do it, right?
Dude, I tried so much shit. Like, dude, the first day it was hurting. Coach, well, actually, it wasn't even coach.
Somebody said walk it off at one point. Like, no, you'll be fine.
They said just go beat it, and
you know, no, that's the worst idea.
It made it worse. And I mean, yeah. And
go beat it.
It was intense. I mean, it sucked. I didn't get to play because like I mean, I started offense that year. I was starting nose defense. That was my shit. You know, I loved it. And
when you do something for a long time that takes preparation beforehand, you know, you get used to the preparation.
Yeah.
So it becomes.
And I mean, like, I don't know. In my opinion, like, I wasn't the biggest guy. I wasn't the fastest guy. I'm only 5'7". I like to do so much, but like, I was strong. You know, I maxed out 600 pounds on my squat, 300-pound bench press, and you know, I thought I was decent size. Yeah, at that time I weighed 260, but I had all that muscle on me, and now I'm down to 220, and I'm strong.
But you're a lot leaner now.
Yeah, I'm not as strong. You know, I couldn't lay down on the bench right now and lift 300 pounds. You know?
Yeah, but still smaller. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, I still got some muscle to me. My legs are ripped, but that's it. And I mean, that's how it was. I took a lot of pride in that into my football.
What about you, Trace? What's the one, like, if you had to give everybody your overall vibe, who do you think you are?
A good
whole entire time you guys have told what you had a lot more you had to include there.
Brief for that.
One,
Yeah.
he had
I got a good family.
a great family. And one thing was good for me was I had a very, very... My family was kind of at its lost point. We didn't have... It was me, my brother, and my mom. That was it. And it was hard to be close with my mom. He wanted to push us away so much. And I was a mama's boy. I was. And I missed the hell out of you. And it's like, yeah, I could get a hold of plans to see her over for dinner, you know. But I didn't ever get a hold of her. I guarantee it, she would message me one day. Maybe on my birthday, that's it. She doesn't have
That's the relationship I have with the guy I called dad for like 23 years. Recently, this year, he fucking... for example, and he didn't want to come over if she was there. If your fucking kid tells you that, me as a father now, if my kid were to tell me that, if me and Becca were to get divorced, no matter who it is, no matter what she looks like or what she does, she's gone.
Yeah.
If my kid doesn't like him and because she's mean to him, if there's any relative truth to that at all, that bitch is out. I don't give a fuck.
You're gonna treat my kid wrong. That's fucked up.
That was strike one.
Yeah.
Strike two. We had a little sister. I'm not even gonna say her name because I don't know what she's doing. I don't know where she's at. I don't know anything about her. But he had a daughter. Situation as me and my brother wasn't really sure if he was or if she was his, but he was like fuck it because he's a good dude, and was just raising her and got back with the chick that he was with that Chance left for, and she just decided one day because her mom was late. She was 4 years old. Girl was born into my dad's.
Yeah.
She was 4 years old, and this woman just decided, my stepmom decided that girl wasn't allowed to come over no more. I haven't seen her. She's probably 10 or 12 now. I think her last name might even be Allen. That's how fucking crazy it is. I mean, her mom pretty insane. It might have been changed. Yeah. But go ahead, continue.
That's a story that I'd like to bring up again. I don't know. I'm a positive. I down myself. Get everything. And I make things way too more intense than they need to be. I don't know necessarily if it's not my outside personality, it's my inside personality that haunts the hell out of me. And it's like when I decide to write because it's a good time, it's a good getaway. I'll choose to sit there and I'll choose to get all these feelings and emotions out. But then I'll have a part in my head that's like, what are you doing? Wasting time. Stop doing this. Like, stop, quit. And I'll be like, I liked that. And then I'll literally communicate with myself. And I'll point where I'll stop, and then I'll pick up the guitar, and I'll be and I'll go anywhere, even in church. I'll go somewhere quiet that I can just play my guitar.
Yeah, everybody has that. That's what the...
That voice, it's not me.
Well, everybody has that negative voice. Like, your inner bitch. Everybody has an inner bitch.
Yeah.
And if you listen to it, it gets louder. If you let it fucking control parts of your life, you'll be that. You know what I mean?
And I believe that what it's been doing is it's been eating me.
If you don't, like, if you gotta take steps, like, for yourself, you know what I mean? You gotta fucking, it sounds lame as fuck, but you gotta do some sort of meditation. And at least if it's 20 minutes a week of just sitting down, phones off, you're not thinking about nothing, just focus, just breathe in and out. That's it. Just 20 minutes a week. And if you can do that, it's a whole fucking different world. You know what I mean? You look at shit different. Literally, you get a fucking a stone feeling from it, like in the center of the top of your forehead. It's the most fucking insane feeling I've ever. I can't even explain how much better I feel in the past 6 months since I've like changed a lot.
I want to say that one thing that I chose to do, and personally, is I chose to separate myself from my family because what my family expected, which I'm going to say this, breaking apart my family into two families.
Mm-hmm.
It was my father's side, which is my grandparents, which is my Aunt Carol, and which is all of them, which is the side that I actually got more close with. But at the same time, I didn't, because on my mom's side, I got really close with my grandma. I got my grandpa Dave was just, he raised me. And my mom was straight up admitted, 60% of my life was with my grandpa.
Good portion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what I try to do is, and I've done it since the grade school, I've always been in everybody else's issues. I've always wanted to help people. I always hate seeing people in a bad mood because of this negative voice that gets to me, and I get away from it, and I just completely I literally blossom like a flower. Every morning I wake up, I look at life as that day, I just get out there, I say, fuck it, took the shower, got my clothes on, go outside, get in the car, I'm in that moment. Everything that was dawdling on me and all those faults and all those problems and all those petty bullshit is literally out of my way.
Mm-hmm.
But it's put in a planner, it's well organized. You know, it's probably about as organized as my junior book bag in school.
But it's still set off aside for later.
Right. And no matter how that day goes forward, at the end of the day, that all that paperwork's gonna be planted right back on the side.
That's why you need that time, that 20 minutes, because
Yeah.
even if it's just reflection. You know what I mean? Just thinking about nothing can, when you start thinking again, it's like, oh, this is what I need to do. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm very curious about that.
It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. If you can push yourself to do certain things, like working out, or writing every day, or listening to music with no lyrics, or like just sitting and listening to, like, I have a machine that is like, it'll be like crickets or waterfalls, you know what I mean? Just sit and listen to that for 20 minutes with your eyes. To get away from everything, it's very beneficial to your health. And I'm like one of the worst high anxiety people I've ever even like experienced and talked to. Like until I was like 15, I was kind of like an in the moment, like not give a fuck kid who I didn't really have any plans. I was pretty sure I was gonna be a rock star. You know what I mean? I didn't fucking care about anything. Thought like most of the religion stories I heard were true and shit. And like when I was like 8, some shit happened on Simpsons and it made me question religion. It was like, I think Homer got like a crayon stuck in his brain or something, and he said God wasn't real, but he was the smartest man alive when he said God wasn't real. And I was real young, and I was like, wait, why the fuck would a smart person say God's not real? You know what I mean? So that's what started that for me. And then when I was 15, I dealt with a lot of that. So and my anxiety got real bad. And like I'd already been smoking cigarettes for 5 years, and that shit, if you're young, is terrible for your mental health and can cause anxiety and all kind of terrible shit. So like all that on top of fucking the shit that I was dealing with at home with my mom's ex-husband and people fucking dying, like my friends and family dying. Like I had a lot of shit built up that I really didn't know how to deal with at all. I didn't know how to analyze anything. I didn't know how to fucking